Hello, adventurer. It's good to see you. You have made it to the morning grind.
Welcome, welcome.
It's the live stream at the beginning of the Geekverse, where we talk about all types of topics in geekdom, gaming, and fantasy, with an emphasis on being constructive and creating the things that we want to exist in the world.
It's all on the grind, Sizemore. Can't be too fine, can't be too coarse.
That's exactly right. There are a lot of adventures to be had today. Dungeons to explore and monsters to slay, and who knows what a random encounter might send our way. That's why we have to prepare, so settle in now for the morning grind with your favorite beverage in hand.
Tea? Or maybe something a little stronger. I've got a few bottles of the old Wynyard left.
Whatever you want. Pull up a chair.
Dude.
If you're feeling fancy, how about a cappuccino? Or a frappuccino? Or how about an espresso?
Just tea, thank you.
Sounds good to me, Gandalf. Whatever you want. I'm just glad you're here.
Everyone is welcome. You can just watch if you want. You don't have to worship anything you don't want to worship.
Thank you, Mike. But be forewarned.
Sometimes we get really strange characters around here.
Wait, what's that you say? Why can't you come and be a part of the stream?
My wife would disown me.
Oh no, I bet she'll be fine with it. Come on in.
Am I scared for my safety? No.
What are we supposed to do?
Everybody do the secret handshake.
Secret cultist handshake.
Oh, now do wizards who love each other.
This, my friend, is a science.
I still don't have gills, but it's fine.
It's all on the grind, son. Can't be too fine, can't be too coarse.
Dude, this would be a sick place to bring the band.
Indeed it would be, Dave. It really would. I'm seeing more people coming in. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Oh, look, here's someone new.
Is this the cultist meetup?
Yes it is.
Come to hang out? Please accept me. I have nothing else.
Okay, we accept you. Everyone's welcome here.
Brought some snacks.
Well, that makes things even better.
You want some coffee? I don't drink coffee.
You sure? It's cultist coffee.
What makes it cultist coffee?
I'm a cultist and I'm drinking it.
Oh. Then I'll have some.
What exactly is going on here?
I'm seeing more people coming in. Welcome. It's so great to have you. Oh, and look, here comes another stranger.
Can we help you?
Yes, fellow cultists. I could really use some food.
Oh yeah? Welcome. We have donuts.
Oh, it's me. I'm glad I'm here. I'm sure you have a few questions for me, though.
What's your name? Who do you work for? What god do you worship?
Great questions, Rob.
I'm Steve King, and I worship Nyarlathotep.
No, not really. I'm just Heath, and I won't be worshiping anything this morning. But I will be your host. Welcome to the office. We're going to have a great time. I've got my coffee ready, because now it's time for the morning grind.
If you could become a fish, that would be amazing. Then I could command you with my mental fish powers.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It is so good to see you this morning. Welcome to the office. Welcome to the morning grind. Very glad to have you here. Once again, ordinarily, this is supposed to be World Building Wednesday, but I don't understand what's going on. I have not been able to get back to working on the world building stuff because I suppose my writing time has largely gone to working on the scripts because I'm struggling with that. But I'm very pleased to report that yesterday I had a meeting with Cameron. Of course, we had a table talk yesterday, but yesterday afternoon I had a meeting with Cameron, and I think that it was a major turning point in what's exactly wrong with that and turning that around. So I've been working on that instead of working on the world building stuff, which is a problem. It's a problem. I still have too much stuff going on. And I was prepping the other shows around as well. So like for table talk, dinner and a board game, and potentially a live streaming show. I was trying to get those assets ready. So I guess that's where a lot of time went over the last week. But let's see who is here. So, and also I'm thinking about doing a little bit of changing things up here on the morning grind anyway. Of course, we've been very RPG focused. Been looking at tabletop games. I've got this Attack on Castle Grayskull, and I got the Castle Grayskull box set. So we've been very tabletop RPG heavy. And of course, I want to continue that. But I'm also just about ready. I think it's time to break out into more topics in the Geekverse. This is the Geekverse after all. So thinking that it might be a good idea to kind of break out a little bit. I got to think about that. But there's still more RPG stuff to cover. But I think we need some variety. So let's see. Zero the Blade is here. Good morning. One of the channel members. Thank you so much, Zero the Blade. Tomocrat is here. Good morning. Missed part 2 yesterday. Part 2 was a good episode. But glad to have you here this morning. Brent says, good morning. Another fantastic table talk last night. It really was. So if you did not see last night's table talk, you really should. That's with Brianna De Silva and Doug Burton were on the show last night because they had never met. So we brought those two together for the first time last night on Table Talk. Of course, Brianna had watched the episode where I spoke with Doug about his theory of the heroine's labyrinth, which is his feminine alternative to the hero's journey, and is probably going to be, it's very positively received on our show. It's not published yet. He's written the book, and so he's getting the ideas out there, and I think it's been very positively received with us, and I think it's probably going to become a very influential book in story and writing circles. Brianna had lots of questions for him. She had taken lots of notes and then brought those notes up to Doug last night. And so it was a fantastic conversation. Sable Phoenix was there. So thank you so much for being there last night, Sable Phoenix, and here this morning as well. Brandon says, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Brandon. Oh, Sable Phoenix says, adding another plug to buy the dice trays from Ravenkeep. They're super high quality and beautiful. They roll great and sound great when you roll them. Oh, also Enchantress is beautiful, and I'm going to play it solo this weekend. Awesome. Thank you. I am so glad that you like them. So those are at ravenkeep.net. Ravenkeep.net is what I set up to as a shop to host all the things that we're going to be creating here, have been creating, and going to be creating here. So today I've got 2 objects. I've got the Assault on Castle Grayskull. We will see all about it. And then also I have the plastic Castle Grayskull pack over there, which is huge. And I haven't opened it up yet. Oh, here. Hey, James, another channel member. Good morning, James. All right, let's go over here to the morning messages, and then we'll start opening up a box. This month, there are several things going on Ravenkeep.net. First, War of Kings is the game of conquest, kingdom building, and strategy that my brother and I developed. It's Catan meets Risk, but there are only 5 boxes of War of Kings remaining, and the game won't be reprinted. Also, Enchantress, the game of wizardly combat, also designed by my brother and me, is on Ravenkeep.net, but there are just 6 copies of that game left, and it will also not be reprinted. So if you'd like either of these games for your table, please pick up one from the website now. If you've been enjoying what I'm doing here on the channel, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking that join button. Your support is so important, and this month, we have a special offer for all of the channel members. If you join, you'll get a $7.99 discount on all of the custom mugs from Ravenkeep.net, Cultist Coffee, Witch's Brew, or Fish Do Not Drink Tea. Once you've joined the channel, just check the members only post on the YouTube channel's community tab for the discount code. Remember, all orders from the website of $99 or more ship free, but I can only ship to the United States. And thank you for being here with me live on the Morning Grind. And if you're watching on replay, welcome to you as well. It's great to have you here. If you're enjoying the Morning Grind, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. It will really help the channel grow, and I would be very thankful. We also have the Ravenkeep Discord server you can join if you would like to be a part of the community. All right, that's what you need to know. Let's get to the main topic. So, James asked, do I have plans to turn on membership gifting? As far as I know, it's on. I remember that was like several weeks ago that somebody was like, can we gift memberships? Can we gift memberships? And so I spent a lot of time on that, trying to figure out, like, why would you have to turn something on separately or something like that? And then as far as I know, it's on. Like, is it not? Is it like grayed out or something like that? Because I did hit some kind of link that was like, maybe touch this link and then channel memberships, gifting is enabled or something. So I clicked that link And then I was asking on the stream, like, did anybody see that option or something like that? But I never really got that kind of feedback. So you're saying right now that, and it hasn't come up again. So you're saying that you don't see the option for channel gifting? Hey, Robert. Good morning, Robert. Good to see you. It isn't even appearing. I mean, it's nothing I turned off. I mean, why not have channel gifting? I mean, turn on YouTube channel gifting. I looked all over. To go to an eligible live stream or premiere within the live chats, within the live chat. See, and somebody also said that no, it's not that I have to allow gifts. It's that other people have to allow people to send them gifts or something like that. So, like, I don't know if somebody knows how I'm supposed to, like, if there's something else that I'm supposed to click that I just don't see. Please do let me know. I'll look again. I'll put it on the list to look again. But I don't know. I spent a fair amount of time looking into that, and I guess I thought that it was taken care of because it's not something that I just see like on my, there's the tab on YouTube that says monetization, and I looked all through that, and it's not like there's a switch that says channel gifts or not. Is it a mobile restrict? No. Well, now I think I did see that. Somebody did say, I believe I saw someplace that said that it was only available on desktop. So, but that, I think I read that when I was trying to figure this out, and it said that channel gifting was only available on desktop, but that it was, coming soon to mobile or something like that, or would be sent out to mobile at some time or something like that. So it's possible that it's only something you can do on desktop. As a viewer, James says you do have to allow gifts, but that's a separate toggle. Nathaniel says, I believe it's the stickers. Oh, James says it happened before. Okay, so maybe then, see, that's another problem, that I could be looking at old information and be like, how do you enable channel gifting? So, okay, well, I would love to know, because I was asked about that before, and I thought I did just about everything that I could do in order to make it happen. And it's not something that so there is something about to enable go to a eligible channel's live stream or premiere. Within the live chat, select allow gifts. So if you're here and you're not a member but might like to be able to receive one as a gift, there must be some way that you could turn it on to get a gift. Select the pinned membership gifting. Confirm you'd like to opt in by turning on allow gifts on this channel switch. Within the live chat. Oh, that says on. See, gift memberships are only available on participating channels for purchase or redemption. Channel members must use a web browser or Android device to buy gift memberships at this time. Well, okay, so maybe it's not like an iPhone. So channel members must use web browsers or Android to buy gifts. Viewers must opt in to be eligible for gift memberships. Okay. But it does say up here at the top that that it says gift memberships are only available on participating channels. Well, I don't. Maybe I'm not participating. You'll see the option to allow when somebody actually gifts. So it's still all right. Well, so it still seems to be on my end then. Okay, it's crazy. But let me just check one place real quick, and then we'll get going here. Just to confirm, I don't see something. Okay, so James says I'm on Android. That's why I see it on mobile. Okay, so that could be it. Memberships. Yeah, there's nothing on this page that just says enable it. So all right, I'll have to keep looking. Maybe by tomorrow. We'll see. We'll get it figured out. All right, let's go over here. Let's sip and breathe. So I've got water this morning. Been trying to drink more water. And I'm going to 2 deep breaths, deep inhales, exhale, complete exhales, and then sip. So here we go. All right, great. Let's bring up the auxiliary camera system right here. All right, so this apparently I was horrified to find out yesterday that apparently I don't have everything that came with this game. This Masters of the Universe game. Apparently there was a She-Ra expansion and I didn't back for it. So that explains why there were a few She-Ra and Horde kinds of characters in the Box of Power expansion. But I guess there was something with She-Ra in it that I didn't get. Oh, well. Okay, I probably have enough miniatures anyway. But I did get this. So this is the Assault on Castle Grayskull, an expansion from Masters of the Universe, the board game. So there's plenty of Masters of the Universe board game to be played. Anyway, so, all right. Because there were also a whole bunch of scenarios in the Box of Power that has to do with the new guys. So, Master of the Universe, the board game, it says, this expansion introduces a brand new Castle Grayskull defense mode with Castle Grayskull as its centerpiece. Players are divided into 2 teams, the aggressors, who will attempt to take down Castle Grayskull's walls to gain control of Castle Grayskull, and the defenders, who must withstand the siege and protect its magical secrets. Will Grayskull withstand the siege, withstand the assault, let the siege begin. So we do have some extra miniatures in here that are Skelcons. I don't remember those guys. I might once it's a little bit dark on this box. I might once I open it up. But also Randor's guards. And I have to say, Randor's guards here, from what I can see on this box, look to me like the most disappointing miniatures that I've seen in this complete collection. And I don't recognize them. What they look like. I mean, they may have been someplace. We'll check it out when we actually get to see their miniatures, but I'm not sure what's going on with them. So it says, take the battlefield to Castle Grayskull and choose whether to invade or defend it. Shut down the drawbridge, build a mighty laser turret to rain down firepower on your foes, or raise your banners high to grant boosts to your troops. And again, this says 1 to 5 players, 1 hour, but you do have to have the Castle Grayskull, the main box in order to play. This is just an expansion for it. Brandon, okay, so wait, actually, Brandon has some information. Brandon says, to allow gifting, click the join button next to the subscription button. Ah. Well, now, see, that looks like, it looks like I've turned that on. See, I do see something, so thank you for that. It says, allow gifts on this channel. And I've got 2 options. Publicly announce on this channel. Choose whether to allow gifts on Heath's Geekverse. 1 membership, 1 month, publicly announced on this channel. So it switched over and turned blue. That means on, right? It switched over to the right and is blue. Try a refresh and see. So I did find that. Thank you very much, Brandon. So there's only 2 options. Turn the toggle to, it doesn't actually say on. There's just a toggle button that switches to the right that's blue and then switches to the left that's white. And mine is pushed to blue. James says, I'm going to say it now. She-Ra was the better show. Maybe we'll find it. Maybe I'll have to get it on eBay sometime. Maybe somebody's got it on the secondhand market or something someplace. I don't know. Probably don't really need it, but maybe. Yeah, you know, they talked about that on the Power of Grayskull stuff, the documentary, and they were saying that even some of the creators thought that it was a better show just because they had more practice. You know, they had more practice creating. They had already done He-Man, and so they applied all the lessons that were learned to He-Man in order to create She-Ra. And so it seemed like the creators of the show were very proud of what they had done with She-Ra. The Eternian guards use the same uniform as Man-at-Arms, who is the commander of the Eternian guard. Yeah, their faces are covered, though. Well, you know, it's in this game, it used the open face soldiers as just the open face helmets, like what Duncan wears, as I think it just said soldiers of Eternia or something like that. But then it actually said Palace Guard were the ones with the closed face and holding the halberds. And this says Randor's guards. Oh, that's also what each person needs to do in order to allow them to get memberships, I believe. Oh, well, so, okay, mine's clicked over to blue. We will see. So maybe other people, if you might want to get a gift, to click over to blue. Yeah, I used to watch that too, Brent, the He-Man and She-Ra Christmas special. The creators say that, but if they were so well practiced, the New Adventures of He-Man should have been the best. And while I do love the show, the best it was not. But that wasn't done by the same people, right? Like, that was intentionally sent. Like, that was not done by Filmation, right? That was sent over because I think they were talking about that, how they wanted to do it as cheaply as possible. And so they sent over a lot of that animation over to Asia. So I don't think it was done by the same people. All right, let's open this up. So we have Assault on Grayskull. Okay. A much shorter rule book here. All right, so we got the rules. Castle Grayskull in tiles. Oh, we might have to set that up. So it looks like we've got Castle Grayskull on as a board as tiles here. Looks like, well, some type of maybe breaking down the castle door or something. Magic. That looks like the bridge going up. Oh, and the drawbridge right there, which is the tongue. Ladders, maybe siege equipment over here. Let's see how that actually looks. So that's our, okay, so there's Grayskull's face. So it's looking out this way. This is kind of difficult to look at. I know I have such the busy play mat I've got down here, but I like it. So maybe we're going to be doing something like that. And also Grayskull's tongue. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe this is supposed to go out because then the drawbridge tongue would come down. We will see. Okay, so we've got, attacker cards here. Demolitionist, shield specialist, tunneler, commander. Don't know what they do. We have cards here as well. Oh, new minion. Okay, I guess these are our new minions. Where'd my knife go? Minion, defender, terrain. So a force shield. When a model in this space is attacked, they gain +2 defense against that attack. Then roll a die. On a crosshair, remove the force shield token. Tunnel. While in a tunnel space, models gain action. Move to any other space containing a tunnel token. Battle ladder. Models in this space may climb the ladder up cliffs and ignore terrain penalty. Gray Skull front. If destroyed, use flag and training. If destroyed, the flag and training dummy are also destroyed. Gray Skull left flank. If destroyed, the laser turret is also destroyed. Gray Skull right flank. When destroyed, the weapons rack upgrade is also destroyed. Gray Skull jawbridge. The jawbridge shield cannot be reduced. Oh, that one right there. Cannot be reduced or ignored unless from the demolitionist skill. While the jawbridge's HP token is higher than 1, Gray Skull front gains +1 shield. This shield cannot be reduced or ignored. The jawbridge can be attacked from the same space as Gray Skull front. When reduced to 0 XP, place the open jawbridge token in the corresponding space. When reduced to 0 HP, place the open jawbridge token in the same space. Cliffs. This is all still terrain. So we're designating something as cliffs here. Roll +1 attack die when attacking Castle Grayskull or when attacking enemies outside of this terrain. Terrain penalties for each level. Models must pay 2 spaces of movement to enter or leave this terrain. So over here. Different levels of movement to go from the orange spaces. Okay, so the laser turret. Oh, I thought that was like siege equipment, but that's the laser turret. Free reaction once per round. When an enemy model activates, perform 1 laser turret attack targeting them. Laser turret takes 3 crosshair attacks. Castle Grayskull result generates 2 successes, but no power. The flag. I remember those as being parts. The training dummy. I had Castle Grayskull, so the weapons rack, the training dummy, the flag, the laser turret. I remember those coming with Castle Grayskull. The flag, free reaction once per round. At the start of a friendly activation, spawn 2 minions adjacent to the jawbridge of Castle Grayskull or along any border of the battlefield. Training dummy, free reaction once per round. When a friendly character activates, they may heal 2 or gain 2 power. The weapons rack, free reaction once per round. When a friendly character attacks, their attack rolls +1 die, and that character may use 1 boost for free. So Skelcon. Right here. So what is wait, we got more information coming in here. They use covered faces to save on redrawing them. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like Cobra Troopers. I bet that's exactly what was going on. Because Cobra was also had their covered. Nathaniel says, Google support says gifting membership stops at a cap of $5. So you have to have a $5 or less option for them to be available. Oh, well, I didn't know that. Okay, well, that's important info. So what I need to do is set up another lower tier for memberships. All right, well, then I will have to do that. I wonder if I need to draw out. Okay, I'll think about that. Thank you, Nathaniel. I never found that. I was looking all over the place because people have asked and I wanted it to be right and stuff like that. So thank you so much for that. Yes, I do. I only have 1 tier. Okay, so thank you. All right, so problem potentially solved. I will see about that. So if there's a Castle Grayskull tile, why does it need a castle set? Well, because, yeah, probably as a bonus for those who want to purchase it. You don't need it because they give you the tile, but it's still cool. Yeah, that's what I'm sure it is. It's just something to be extra cool. Okay, now, but the Skelcons. So I want to look that up because I don't remember those. I might remember them vaguely, but they must have been in something. The Skelcons were a minion of Skeletor from the Ladybird books in the UK. Oh. Well, okay, this... Skelcons are creatures that appear... Oh, but they appear in Masters of the Universe Revolution. So maybe that's why I don't remember them. Or maybe my vague recollection happens to be from that. An army of Skelcons were present when the forces of Skeletor attacked Castle Grayskull. Skeletor, Evelyn, Faker, and Night Stalker had already managed to enter the castle. But in order to divert Sorceress's attention and fend off the Royal Guard and heroic warriors, Skeletor called upon all the forces to attack the castle simultaneously. At least one was knocked out by Fisto. So, Dark Horse prequel comic. So I guess that's why I don't remember them. So they came from something from the UK, but also right here. So Randor's guards, and I would not look at how that's pictured. Does anybody know where that comes from? Randor's guard minion cannot gain power. I don't remember that at all either. See, when I was looking at these guys, I don't remember that from Revelation either. Good morning, Zero Theory. Well, let's see. But yeah, if anybody knows anything like that, if they were in Revelation, no sign of Grandmar. That would be cool. That would be cool. Zero the Blade says if they were in Revelation, that's why a lot don't remember because of how bad it was. Yeah, I did end up watching it all, but I don't remember anything that looks like that in it. And that would be weird that this game, which is so obviously based on the classic Masters of the Universe cartoon, would all of a sudden have something that was exclusively from Revelation. So, okay, so that one was something that was in the UK. So that's where that comes from. So it may have also therefore been in Revelation, but they must have brought it from something that was classic in the UK. So that's why I don't remember it. But then, yeah, this is Randor's guards, white Randor guard. That must come from someplace. But I don't. If anybody, because I would have painted those guys in the classic guards, orange, yellow, or orange and green. Okay. Let's open it up. Oh. Come on. There we go. Tomocrat says, I thought Revelation was a lot newer, so they would probably not have been able to add anything from that. But it just surprised me that it seems like nothing else that I saw in here was Revelation. So okay, so here they are. I know it's kind of difficult to focus, but this is a Randor guard. And okay, this miniature does look better than what's on what it appears on the back of the box. Because I was mainly concerned with the legs. It had a really weird, now of course now with the white look, that's also kind of weird sci-fi look. like retro sci-fi look, but it looks like they were wearing like pants with stripes on it or something like that. But actually with the miniature, it kind of looks more like male. Like maybe we're trying to get some type of male look here on the arms. Whoop. Maybe on the arms here, but so this is it Randall? I think they went with a different He-Man series for Randall's guards that wear white. Okay. Now, and they are wearing a mask, very much like a yeah, here we are. They are wearing some type of mask. Kind of a Darth Vader style mask. So, I don't know. We'll have to get some more information on these. But now I do like these guys. These guys are pretty cool. So we got two different versions of them. The Skelcons. I mean, these could just be bad guys in any type of RPG. We're talking about using these. I mean, these are some pretty cool looking bad guys. Harpy-like bad guys. So those guys are pretty cool. So we've got two different... we have two different poses for these guards. And then two different poses for our Skell guards as well. Skelcons. Okay, so what are we supposed to do with this? Assault on Castle Grayskull. Castle Grayskull, an ancient and legendary fortress of mystery and power in the heart of Eternia. Obscured by time, its origin and construction have long been forgotten. All anyone knows is that it was erected in a primordial age long before the Great Wars. Arcane magic permeates its impenetrable walls like veins, while the castle itself was outfitted with advanced weaponry and technology. Hidden within its ominous skull-shaped exterior is an immense power. It's foretold that whoever wields that power, whoever controlled Castle Grayskull, will then control the universe. Now, various forces of Eternia who seek to take hold of this power on a campaign to assault the ancient fortress. Components. All right. Assault on Castle Grayskull, a new narrative scenario revolving around Castle Grayskull, is added to the rules of Masters of the Universe Clash for Eternia. Attackers are trying to destroy this ancient edifice, while attackers look to stave off oncoming assault and secure the surrounding area. This scenario uses thematic attacker and defender cards, which adds twist to the game, changing the flow of battle to help either side achieve their goals. Special rules. When setting up a Siege of Castle Grayskull scenario, simply add the attacker and defender cards to the game. Attacker cards. So, these are equipment that aid players in taking down Castle Grayskull by allowing them to move swiftly, defend key points in the castle, and bypass castle defenses. At the start of the scenario, choose and assign one attacker card to each player character. Each character can have only one. Hint, try to optimize synergy between attacker cards and characters, such as assigning Demolitionist to a character that has high damage output. Oh, yeah, the red, I remember that too. So he was green in the mini comic. They did him in two colorways for the classic line for that reason. I wish I had known when the classic line was actually coming out so I could have subscribed to it. That would have been ridiculous. I mean, but I picked up some of the classics that I really liked the most. You can see a few of them behind me, but that would be an insane kind of thing. It would have been cool. It would have been cool to get those. But so like Demolitionist is ignore shields on Castle Grayskull. For a free bonus action once per game, place one battle ladder token in your space. Can only be placed adjacent to cliffs. Shield specialists. Begin the game with 3 force shield tokens. Free bonus action. Place a force shield token within 2 spaces. Tunneler. Begin the game with 3 tunnel tokens. Immediately place 1 tunnel token on any empty space on the battlefield at least 3 spaces away from Grayskull. Free bonus action. Place 1 tunnel token within 2 spaces or use one tunnel token as a bonus action. And here is Commander. Spawn 1 minion in an adjacent space. Then activate up to 2 minions within 4 spaces. Free attack boost. Once per round when a friendly character within 4 spaces performs an attack, add 1 die. So those are the attacker cards. The defender cards. These are defensive objects that are placed on top of Castle Grayskull that help the controller hold off attacks. Each defender object grants a bonus that is tied to specific castle space and will be destroyed if its respective side of the castle is destroyed. And we did see that. At the start of the scenario, the controller chooses 1 defender card. Every time the escalation threshold increases, the controller can choose 1 more defender card to start using immediately. Oh, we got to set Castle Grayskull here. I'm not going to be able to do that. I don't have enough room. But we got to set Castle Grayskull on the original board. Robert says, sounds like a good plan. Control Fortress and control the universe, but must make it a constant battleground. Eventually, you'd think one side would destroy the castle rather than lose it and the universe. As long as destroying the castle doesn't disrupt the universe. So Castle Grayskull. So yeah, so we got to set Castle Grayskull on our standard game map. So we do have cliffs. We get cliffs here, Castle Grayskull itself, unenterable squares. Okay, so that's from behind. So back here. So this is set up like that, but it's on our board. These are impassable squares back here. These are cliffs right here. But so are all of these. It says these are all cliffs as well. And then our Castle Grayskull spaces are here. So here, 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 and here. Oh, and here and here. Okay, that's not completely clear. But like his face right here isn't a space. So here is inside the castle, up on these turrets, and then out here as well. Okay. Castle Grayskull consists of 4 areas which attackers can destroy to earn large amounts of victory points. The drawbridge, the front, the left flank, and the right flank. Each castle area has a card representing its health and armor, along with its assigned defender object. Health is tracked by placing HP tokens for the 4 areas on the tracker board. If the front has more than 10 HP, flip the token to its plus 10 side. To destroy an area of Castle Grayskull, its health must be reduced to 0 HP. Melee attacks against the castle can be made from spaces adjacent to the castle itself. See the diagram to the right, while ranged attacks can be made from any space following line of sight and range rules. Oh, so those tokens here are what we're supposed to use to track the... That's dark. But those ones that have Castle Grayskull, front token, left side of Castle Grayskull, right side of Castle Grayskull, and then the drawbridge. Object placement and weapon spaces. So this is all the left flank. This is the right flank, the front. Laser turret goes over here. The dummy goes back here. The weapon rack goes up here. The flag goes over here. So some of these spaces are being taken up by objects. So Siege of Grayskull. Open sides AI scenario. The castle is surrounded by enemy forces and a battle is imminent. There are secret defense mechanisms nearby that will help secure the area and guarantee victory, but leaving the fortress to activate them will leave the castle temporarily defenseless. Time carefully and plan the defenses accordingly. Victory conditions. Gain 10 victory points, both sides. Escalation triggers. We never really got into this because we didn't look at any of the scenarios yet. So escalation triggers. When a character is KO'd, increase the track by 1. When an object is claimed, increase the track by 1. When part of Castle Grayskull is destroyed, increase the track by 1. Special rules. The open drawbridge token does not start on the battlefield. It is only placed once the drawbridge HP token is reduced to 0. The player side must be played with 4 characters. When an enemy character is KO'd, gain 1 victory point. If a controller character is on top of the castle at the start of their activation, then they may be placed in any space highlighted in red on the map. So if a controller is on top of the castle, how do you know if you're on top of the castle? At any start, I guess this makes a little bit more sense now that I'm not looking inside the castle on this. I'm looking at the top of the castle. So that's why this is on top of the turrets. This is on top of the castle, like the ceiling, the roof, and that's another turret over there. Oh, that's why I don't think the castle can actually be destroyed. There have been attempts. That's why the land surrounding the castle is blasted and dead. That'd be interesting if people tried to nuke it. Too magical. I remember the zappy beam of Tug of War with the drawbridge. I remember that too. Hey, Jay. Notice how the flat roof looks like skull plates. Watch the soft spot. Yeah. I don't get the... there's a joke. I don't get it. When a part of a skull is destroyed, the players gain the following. Left flank, 2 victory points. Right flank, 2 victory points. Drawbridge, 1 victory point. Front, 4 victory points. At the end of the round, the controller gains 2 victory points if Grayskull is intact with no destroyed parts. Otherwise, the controller gains 1 victory point. So if you're playing with an AI... Setup, swap player and controller spawn tokens and remove all objective tokens. The Castle Grayskull is not destroyed at the end of the 5th round. It's not destroyed. Oh, player victory condition if Castle Grayskull is not destroyed at the end of 5th round. Okay. So, all right, that's what is inside this. I'm still curious about these white Randor guards. What they're supposed to be. And where they come from. All right. It seems like something... I mean, the sorceress probably lived here kind of lonely. Seems like we would have had some like Grayskull guards or something. All right, so let's take a look at the big box. Which is this right here. Let's see. They probably could have been. Maybe the Randor guards were background guys in 1 or 2 episodes. Probably. If anyone could find them. And they must have a different name because I don't see that when I just search online. So if anyone finds them, let us know. So, okay, I got this gigantic box here. It doesn't even go on the under the new document camera. So this right here, this is my last He-Man box. So here is Castle Grayskull, which, like I said, was saying yesterday, I've seen the remake of Castle Grayskull. I had Castle Grayskull as a kid. I saw its remake, that and Snake Mountain. I saw Pixel Dan going over them, and they are freaking amazing. But what would I do with it? First of all, like, it's too expensive. But then once I get it, what would I do with it? And where would I put it in my house? Hey, Brett. Good to see you. All right. Well, let's see what's inside. So we got pieces. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. That explains more about the cliff-like thing. Zero the Blade says, been double checking, and the only white royal guards are from the Netflix series. So maybe, well, maybe so. So maybe they were in the Netflix series. Is there a, can you drop in the Discord server like a link to what they look like in that? Is there a picture of them? Brett had Grayskull as a kid too. All right, so let's take this down so we can actually see something here on the camera. So I got this piece right here. I got this piece right here. And then I suppose most importantly, I got this piece right here. So this is Grayskull. It's kind of I don't know exactly how to describe this plastic. Like this is hard plastic. This is a different kind of plastic. Maybe because they were trying to pull it out of one mold or something like that. So it's not. I mean, it's still very paintable, but it's got a little bit of flex in it. So, but here is Castle Grayskull right there. I would say this is a pretty good rendition of Castle Grayskull. It looks like what I remember it looking like as a kid. So, door that comes out here. I remember this hoarding back here on the back. Might need to get painted one day. Well, I think they did a pretty good job with that. And of course, the door as well. Now, the door, you can put the power sword in to get into the door. Surely this has got to come down. Maybe it doesn't. Yeah, it does look nice. Love it. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. This is a much better thing, even if you're not playing the game. Like this needs to get displayed. This is going to be seen behind me. This is much better than having to buy the gigantic new 4-foot long or 5-foot long Castle Grayskull. So this is an excellent ode to He-Man and Castle Grayskull without having to spend hundreds of dollars and take up a large chunk of a room. Yet twist the throne, make Beastman fall. There's a secret keyhole along the back that Scareglow holds the key to. Maybe the drawbridge is not supposed to come out. Okay, so right here, though, it seems like, especially for the game, it would. We will see. James says, that's quite awesome, honestly. I feel like I really missed out. I guess that's what they want you to feel like, right? Oh, that was lore. Yeah, I figured. I was looking for something in the back, though, for like what. So this sits down like that. So now you do have spaces around because we got hex spaces for miniatures. And then this. Okay, well, that makes a bit more sense. And I guess we've got rubble here because I remember it said that the back was impassable. So we've got hexes with rubble sculpted on it. So I guess that's helping you indicate that these flat ones are the only places where you can actually move, which makes sense. When set up like this, I still feel like that needs to do something. Okay, so this goes like this. So there you still need the trap door, or you need the drawbridge. Where is that? tile. Can I make it cross that gap? Look right here. So here's the drawbridge tongue. Maybe when it's down, it's supposed to be something like that. Oh, okay. So that's kind of crazy. They're going to make you search for that. So James says, I just asked my Motu guy. Randor's guards are new for the game, apparently. Maybe they needed a counterpart to the Skelecons. Must have. But was there really nothing else that was in that show that they could have used as a minion for the good guys? But he's never heard of Randor's guards. And if he hasn't heard of them, then they don't exist. I can believe it. So, but really, like I said, is there nothing else that we could think of that was from that movie? Or not from the movie, from that TV show that would have been minions? I guess surely we could have thought of something. Well, I don't know. The tongue. Let me put that back in here. That seems a little bit fiddly. I can see that falling down during the game. But see, that's what the bottom looks like. So, but see, that's what it looks like. There was some type of mechanism that would make this pop out. But see, that's not going to allow it to rotate right there. I don't want to break anything. See, it looks like it is. Yeah. Okay. So I guess the drawbridge does not come down. But nonetheless, that's a very faithful representation of the drawbridge, I think. We should at least, hang on, because I know it's so tall. We should at least put that there. Tomocrat says, you would think that Duncan would have made some robot minions. Yeah, you would think so. They had royal guards that are similar, and I posted the pic in Discord. Let me look that up. Only white royal guards in the He-Man series. But from what series is this? Not one I watched. Thank you so much for this. That guy? Where is that guy from? Yeah, he made like robot He-Man. You'd think he'd make some robot guards too. Eternian royal guards are definitely a thing. Why they needed an upgrade, I don't know. Okay, let me take that down. What I wanted to do, we're almost done here, but I got to see at least some of the miniatures on this castle. Just open up the box of power. That's the Netflix version. Is this worth it? I guess it is. Kinda. I'll have to put it all back together. But I wanted to see like He-Man. Here's He-Man with axe and shield. So that's his size. When up here on the castle. And that looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. Here's Clamp Champ over here beside him. Oh, we got these things. We'll look at these things. So there's Clamp Champ up here. and Tila. So they look good defending Grayskull. They look good up here. I mean, the castle would look even better with a really good paint job. And it wouldn't be as finicky as miniatures. So, okay, Brandon's rescuing us again. Brandon says the Grayskull drawbridge comes down by pulling it down slightly and then pulling it out. There's a tab at the bottom. You need to pull it down to release it. Just watch a video where somebody did it. Okay. So by pulling it down slightly and then pulling it out. Yeah, there is a tab. You need to pull it down to release it. Okay. Open Grayskull drawbridge Simon. Oh, I don't exactly see it. But pull down. Not to mention tongue lasher. You need to pull it down. Well, I'll have to figure that out later. I almost got it. Oh, it does. Okay. All right. No, it does. All right. So there you go. There you go. It does open. It does open. Okay. So there we got the tongue. Now that does make more sense because, like I said, that was going to get finicky on the table. So if you had to use that one right there. So now the tongue drawbridge comes down and that would allow access. There you go. That's a much better way to do that. Okay. That makes so much more sense. So you have to get that down in the middle of the game, but it does work. Okay, so up, and then it does come down. So, all right. Well, now that was one thing that was a little disappointing. So I'm glad that it actually does work. I wish now the only thing I wish though is that there was actually enough room to put a character inside there, because the drawbridge falls down, and then He-Man should be standing right there. Skeletor, and charge across the bridge. So, all right. So that does work. That's great. It's just not exactly easy. But all right, so that works. All right. Now we do have this right here. Thank you, Brandon. Brandon is really coming through with the information in the stream. I appreciate it. I know. Isn't that great? Okay, so we do have these, which actually I always like accessories. So I'm just as excited about these as anything. So this is the laser cannon, or whatever they called it, the artillery battery or something like that. So, and it even flexes up and down. Oh, it moves. So I remember having this piece. I remember these pieces from Castle Grayskull. So yes, the laser battery that's up here on this castle. I remember that. We got the laser battery. We've got the flag here. That was supposed to go, actually, where did it say the laser battery went over here or something and the flag went over here? Is there part of what needs to be destroyed? I remember the training dummy as well. So here we have the training dummy. And so that's supposed to go back someplace back here to give you special powers. Although with all the stuff up here on the castle, like where are my characters supposed to go? This is a fun toy. This is a fun toy to have. It does look awesome. So we've got the weapons rack. That was one of my favorite things as a kid. This one has weapons already on it. But I remember you had to load out the weapons rack before you could play. So the weapons rack is here. And then this is a rather small ladder, but I remember the ladder. Actually, the ladder probably went on the inside. I think the ladder, primarily used for getting around on the inside of the castle because it opened up, but I remember there's something about the ladder that we just looked at for besieging the castle. So maybe if you deploy the ladder, even though you're not going to be able to climb up this ladder very far, at least it gives you the ladder to put down. So I think this is a great set. It does kind of make me wish that I didn't miss out on the She-Ra stuff now, even though, like I said, it's hardly like I need any more game plastic around here. I have plenty. But they did right. Now, see, here is an example. It seems like of a game with all the miniatures, with this castle right here. We were talking about companies who are able to, who understand their customer and are able to make something that people want. So CMON is able to do that. We're talking about how some game franchises can't, or some movie franchises have not been able to do that. We have a history of a lot of movie franchises not being able to do that. But hey, CMON made a game that knew exactly what its audience was and knew exactly what to do in order to get them to back it. So, I mean, they got me. So that's pretty cool. So there is, okay, I see this tab up here on this. That's why it doesn't just come down. That's why you were saying to pull down on it, because there's a tab that keeps it locked in place. You have to pull that down in order to get that out. So that's what that is. All right. Well, I'm a fan. Thank you so much for being here with me to enjoy this. I didn't want to open it up until I'd done it here on live stream with all of you guys. So there we go. I'm not going to do a live stream tonight. I'm trying to get caught up. Tomorrow live stream, there will be a tomorrow evening live stream. Bashir Gauss is going to be with us. He's on Kickstarter right now. He is a RPG game designer. He was part of the Vineyard. I've talked to him before. He's been on the channel before, but then he's also going to be here tomorrow night, talking about his new Guns Blazing RPG. So we will be talking to another creator out here in the Geekverse tomorrow night. But tonight, we're taking the night off. So I hope that you have a fantastic day. I hope that it is creative. I hope that it's productive. And I will see everybody tomorrow morning. Later.